Everyday traders from around the world ask us the same question. What's the best prop firm in 2025? With so many options out there, different rules, different payout structures, and trading conditions, it could be overwhelming to figure out which one exactly suits you. So in this video, we're cutting through the noise and giving you 100% unbiased breakdown based on real trader feedback and actual stats and verified performance data. And to make things even better, we're giving away a free challenge account to one lucky viewer. So stick around to find out how to enter because you don't want to miss this. Right now, the best selling, the most trusted, and the highest rated firms are The5ers, Alpha Capital Group, and FTMO. These are the ones that won the awards in those categories during our Prop for Match 2024 awards, so let's dig a little deeper to find out exactly why. Now first, we're going to start off by comparing their 100K two-step challenges and compare and break down the key factors that matter most to traders. And first up, we've got price. This is usually the first things that traders notice, and for good reason. Alpha Capital comes in as the most affordable option among the three with their 100K challenge typically priced around $497 before discounts. The5ers sits slightly higher, often around $544 before discounts, and FTMO is priced at around €540 or roughly $580 USD. Next, we're going to talk about daily drawdown limits. This is the maximum amount you're allowed to lose in any single day. A tighter limit means that you'll need to trade with more precision and discipline, especially if your strategy involves volatility. It's one of the top reasons why traders fail evaluations, so knowing where each firm stands is crucial. Now, Alpha Capital has a 5% daily drawdown and a 10% max drawdown, which is pretty standard and gives traders a fair amount of breathing room. The same goes for the The5ers and FTMO. Then there's profit targets. This determines how much profit you need to generate to pass each phase, and a lower target may mean that you need to trade more conservatively, while a higher one may push you to take more risk. It's all about finding the balance that suits your style, and with that being said, the The5ers have an 8% profit target in phase 1 and 5% in phase 2, which is very common and straightforward. Where they differ from FTMO and Alpha Capital is Alpha Capital and FTMO require a 10% profit target in phase 1 instead of 8%. And finally, payout frequency. This tells you how often you can withdraw your profits once you're funded. Some firms pay weekly while others pay monthly. So if fast access to your earnings matters to you, then this could be a deciding factor. Now when it comes to this, the The5ers and Alpha Capital Group both offer bi-weekly payouts at an 80% profit split, which is faster than most and great if you're looking for a quick turnover. And FTMO on the other hand offers monthly payouts at an 80% profit split as well. Remember, the best firm really depends on your individual trading style and goals. For example, a firm with stricter drawdown limits might not be ideal if you have a more volatile strategy, so this is something to consider when choosing a prop firm. Another valuable metric we have is the review scores based on certain categories. So let's take a look at how these firms stack up against each other in these other categories. Right now, you can see that we're viewing the firms ranked by overall score, but to really understand where each one shines, let's break it down by category. And we're going to start with trading conditions. This includes things like spreads, slippage, execution speed, and overall platform reliability. Here, the The5ers come out on top with an impressive 4.8 rating. FTMO follows closely at a 4.6, and Alpha Capital sits at 4.4. Next is customer care, and this is how responsive and helpful each firm is when traders have issues or questions. In this category, the The5ers and FTMO are tied with a score of 4.8 and Alpha Capital with a 4.4. Now let's go over to user friendliness. This looks at how easy it is to navigate their dashboards, track challenge progresses, and manage accounts. FTMO actually stands out here with a 4.9 and the The5ers not too far behind with a 4.8. And lastly, Alpha Capital sits slightly lower at a 4.3. And finally, when we click on overall, we get a balanced view that factors in every part of the experience from the challenge all the way to getting paid. And here's how they stack up together.
The The5ers and FTMO secured scores of 4.8 and 4.7.
And Alpha Capital sits at an overall score of 4.4. Again, these numbers are based on verified reviews from real traders, so if you're deciding between firms, the review section is one of the best places to get honest, experience-backed insight. Finally, let's take a look at some of the key rules at these prop firms because understanding the fine print can make or break your trading experience, especially if you're aiming for long-term consistency. So let's begin with the The5ers. Now, when it comes to the The5ers, news trading is allowed on the hypergrowth and bootcamp except for bracket strategies around news. For the high stakes, executing orders 2 minutes before until 2 minutes after high impact news is also prohibited, meaning not allowed. In terms of copy trading, it's allowed for high stakes and hypergrowth with limitations. Once a trader has more than 500K under asset management, taking the same trades across accounts is no longer possible. And also, copy trading from an external account is allowed only if the account belongs to the same trader. third-party copy traders is not allowed, and for expert advisors, also known as EAs, the use of EA is allowed as long as they comply with the terms and conditions. Next up, we've got Alpha Capital Group. For Alpha Capital Group, copy trading is permitted, however, they have specific policies in place that must be strictly adhered to. EAs are also allowed, however, there are some guidelines to follow, like getting a pre-approval from Alpha Capital before being allowed to use the EA. In terms of news trading is allowed on swing accounts only.
For all of their accounts, there is a 2 to 5 minute window in which you cannot trade.
And lastly, for minimum trading days, you're required to have at least 3 trading days to qualify. Last but not least, FTMO. And for FTMO, news trading is not allowed for funded traders on non-swing accounts but allowed for swing accounts. News trading is also allowed during evaluation. However, holding trades over the weekend is not allowed for funded traders on non-swing accounts. In terms of copy trading is allowed. EAs are also allowed. And when it comes to minimum trading days, FTMO requires 4. Understanding these rules differences can help you avoid unnecessary violations and choose a firm that fits your trading style. Some traders want maximum flexibility, and others are okay with structured constraints if the other benefits are strong. Alright, time for me to tell you exactly how you can enter this video's giveaway, and this is exactly what you've got to do. Comment which prop firm challenge account you plan on trying next. Make sure to leave your answer in the comment section below. As always, we look forward to reading all your responses. Now that we've got that out the way, let's get down to business. So the question still remains, what's the best prop firm of 2025? Well, this answer depends entirely on your trading style, goals, and preferences. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, which is exactly why we built Prop for Match. It's to help you find the perfect prop firm for you. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.